Right, just get this on the rest. Now I'm going to take you through the bite indication system that I like to use on short sessions and long sessions. A lot of good accessories here from the Delkim stable. Now the first one is something that I'm really fond of. This is the ES indication set. Now I used to use the longer version. That comprised of the longer Nightlight Pro and the longer Duo Carb, which is actually extendable. Now what they did through popular demand basically is create an extra short version, and all that simply happens with this is the Nightlight Pro just slides in and just connects with a jack socket straight into the bottom of any Delkim alarm, either the txi or the EV. It's perfectly compatible with. And the Duo Carb, the reason you use it is because of this. You know, yesterday was one of the windiest days of the year. Today it's still quite windy, and the last thing you want with a bobbin with relatively slack lines is for it to be sort of shaking around in the wind. You're going to be getting constant bleeps, and the Duo Carb totally eliminates that. So if I just show you any indication here from fish is shown, and that's what I like about a swinger system. Sometimes in heavy wind, compared to a bobbin or the stow, just having this alternative option gives you something that sort of added security in wind, if you like. Now the great thing about this is it just connects. I can even show you that. Have a look at this. Just clips on there onto the D-lok system. It comprises of a shoe and foot, and basically you just quite simply with an Allen key put one part of it into the buzzer bar, and then the Delkim also takes another part of the system and it just clips on and off. So at the beginning of the session, just clip your alarms on, and at the end, take them off and put them away safely in another pouch. So it's a real clever little system, that. And this is called the Smart Clip. Now, the great thing about this Smart Clip is if you buy a rod that hasn't got a line clip on it, like these new Whisker DFs that don't have a line clip, but don't worry, because this Smart Clip really does come to the rescue. It goes on really easily. You've got one big sort of rubber washer that just swings around the front and the back of the clip and just hooks in there, and that's what sandwiches it against the blank of the rod. And if I show you this, if you like line clips, then you'll love this. It's got two little sort of ball bearings magnetised in here. Now you could have it just running like that, so just like a running line clip, just giving a different angle and indication, if you like. That just increases the sensitivity of your bite indicator because you've got two sort of different angles there. Now, if you want the line clip element, then you can just pull it into here. So you can have it clipped once, or if you want the added bang of a line clip, you can have it clipped twice. So you've got it once through the ball bearing, if you like, and twice through different clips on the actual line clip system itself. So that's, if I show you the resistance it gives, I'll pull it right up, have a look at now, listen to this. One clip, two clips, and then it's onto that, and then when you pick the rod up, that'll stay in that, and then when you strike, that'll come out of it. So it's a really clever system, and the great thing is you can cast with this on the rod. I've got to admit, me and Dovey weren't too sure when we first started using them whether you'd be able to cast with them, but you really can. And if you want to increase the weight of the bobbin, I like to have them about a foot away from the front of the alarm, but if you move it away from the alarm, that'll increase the weight that you transmit to there. And obviously you've got different stack weights that you can add on to all of these systems that they've got. Onto the Nightlight Pro you can add stack weights, but I like to just keep them the standard weight and just adjust if you can move it along, and that basically reduces the weight. So you can have a slack line, but with the bobbin still quite high up. So a real nice system. And just to finish that off, if you like snag ears, and these are really tighty, these are the Delkim snag ears, and they quite simply just slide onto a little battery plate that comes complete with them. So you take off the one that normally comes on the alarm and just replace it with this one, and they just slip in there quite simply. And obviously if you're fishing left or right out of your swim and you don't want that rod torn off the rest, then snag ears complement it beautifully. And the other thing is they just look really nice, don't they? Let's be honest, those little ears poking up into the sky, they just add something else to your setup, and everyone likes to stare at them, especially on a slow session when you're not catching anything. Nothing better than to be looking at a nice tighty setup. So there you go, that's the indication system.